we'll finally answer the question, what is Australian food? And then I'll be judging it harshly. We are headed to our first location now, which just so happens to be a gas station. In Australia, they call it a servo, short for service station. Now, why am I at a gas station? Why am I at a gas station? One of the iconic foods of Australia, a food that is Australian through and through, I'm told, can be found at places like this. I'm talking about the meat pie. Two words that alone, not that funny, but you put it together and it's hilarious. Now, I believe the origins of the meat pie go back to the UK. When I was in London, we learned a lot about this pie full of meat. When I was in London, I tried the top of the top when it comes to meat pies. A meat pie that costs well over $500. Here, it's gonna be a different standard. A gas station quality meat pie. Is it still delicious and is it Australian? Well, let's go inside and find out. All right, folks, so I'm headed right now into the Ready Express and I'm hoping that I don't get kicked out. Let's see what happens. Right here is the food section. Here you'll find a lot of the usual suspects, donuts, muffins, but we're not here for that. I'm here for the meat pie. Right here in the hot food case, we have a couple of different meat pies. Up here, we have a brand called Coles, but I'm told, no, this is what we want. 4 and 20. I'm gonna get 2 for good luck. Also, everyone's looking at me like I'm insane. Who films themselves in a gas station? In today's video, my hope is to understand more about what Australian food actually is, because last time I was here, all we did was hunt and kill animals and eat those animals. And that was Australian, it happened in Australia, but when you talk about cuisine, food that you find in fine dining restaurants or diners or even gas stations, I'm wondering what Australian food is. Right here, we have perhaps the most iconic brand of meat pie you'll find in Australia. On top it says, the Great Australian Taste. My friend Andrew, who is Australian, sent me a voice text talking passionately about this food.
Bro, you gotta do one of these 4 and 20 meat pies. Every Australian grows up eating this particular meat pie and it's pure trash. Like every other meat pie is pretty good, but 4 and 20 is total dog shit. And it's like the most recognizable Australian pie.
He also wrote, prepare for instant diarrhea. So thanks for the tip, Andrew. Now here's the thing, it's not even in some kind of a tin dish, it's just pure pie. Let's give it a shot. It looks like dog food, but it tastes at least twice as good. And I've had dog food, so I would know. Some people say, oh, Sonny, you grew up white trash. How can you be a food critic? Well, I can at least compare stuff to dog food. Let's break this open and really see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that's a beauty. My friend Andrew said prepare for diarrhea. What do you mean prepare? It's already in that shape. That said, it is beefy. You pull it from the hot box and it's the same consistent temperature all the way through that big meaty pie. So this is my first taste of Australian food right here. Is this a good omen of things to come? Let's find out.